Hey there guys, this video that you're about to see was originally meant to be part 2 of this series, but it has been turned into part 3 of this series, although it's going to be uploaded before part 2 is. I think I've done this once before. Anyways, the reason it's going to be like that is because the information that I got from this place, if you're a carver, is going to revolutionize your tool base. The cards that I'm about to show you for both DiaShine and for Mountain Mist, I believe, tools and lapidary are the best tools you can get. I don't know if you know what sintered burrs are or not, but I learned what sintered burrs are. And simply, a sintered burr means that the diamonds are embedded into the metal. And what I didn't know is that most of the burrs that people use, and the ones that I bought from places like Amazon, diamonds are attached to the burr using epoxy. So when it gets too warm and it wears off rather fast, whereas with sintered burrs it doesn't wear off fast because they're inside the metal. As the metal wears away, the diamonds wear away until the metal's, gone, or it's down to its base. Anyways, I am talking way longer than I planned. Let me introduce you to the awesomeness of professionally carved fire agate. The best fire agate I have ever seen in my life was here, and the best tools you can get are from these folks. Here we go. All right, I found the fire agate studio. You guys know I love fire agate. I owned that mine for just a minute. So in here, these guys have got some amazing agates that are carved, and along with that, they have all of the types of bits you would need for polishing and doing fire agate work and carving work with.
Just in general,
And all kinds of bits. And then all kinds of agates.
too many kids.
Gorgeous stuff.
Somebody's going to take care of it.
Look at that.
I know too many parents that, oh no, I'm not going to have. I don't need. My kids don't need to have things to do around the house because it's taken care of.
How you doing? Getting a picture of some of your polishes and stuff like that. I'm trying not to get you guys in that camera angle.
Cool.
Here showing you the fire agate that is in the fire agate studio. Amazing stuff. I believe all of this I'm showing you is cut by Ryszard. And Ryszard is one of the most well-known fire agate carvers in the world. He's the man I plan on learning from. I've gotten the invite to go up and learn, and I am super, super excited about that, and I'm sure you guys are too. And now we're about to go to the top shelf case. Look at these specimens, though, that are carved. Like, look at that. And look at that. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. And if you're coming to Tucson and you're into fire agate, you really have to make a stop at this room. I can't stress this enough. You're going to get more information about tools and how to use them to properly carve fire agate in a quick manner than you will get anywhere else. I am a 100% firm believer on that. You see that fire agate right there? That is one of the most rare types of fire agate out there. It's called sagonite. Sagonite bloom explosion. See how it's like cresting the top of that agate? That is the rarest of the rare of the types of fire agate you can get. Gorgeous, gorgeous, amazing stuff. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And the Mac Daddy section. And I'm going to show you the dragon. There's the dragon. Probably about $10,000 to $12,000 to get that dragon. This is a must-stop spot. I'm telling you, especially if you like the fire agate. So, of all the things I've spent my time doing and looking at today, This room, and this room right here, has by far been my favorite. It's not just that there's fire agate in there, or the fact that there's one of the best fire agate carvers in the world in there. It's also that the information they're giving is absolutely super useful. You cannot get this information anywhere else online because I've looked for it. The info I'm getting on tools, the usages of them, the proper powders to be using in order for carving fire agate has been so enlightening just in a matter of 5 or 10 minutes. If you come to the Tucson show, you have to visit wherever the fire agate studios are if you're into fire agate. This is going to be the best 30 minutes or hour you spend talking to somebody because they want to give their information away and they have amazing, amazing stones to sell you. Stones, tools, sintered bits, powders, and the stuff that actually works, and they'll even demo it for you. So definitely hit Fire Agate Art Studio.
Thank you. Cool to see how people use it.
Hi everybody. Well, I'm still in the Fire Agate Art Studio. And why am I giving you so much video on the Fire Agate Art Studio? Well, because I like it here and these people are freaking awesome and amazing, and this is like the best information and the coolest spot I've found to learn and hang out. And I'm just like sitting and hanging out over here, and then somebody's whispering, hey, that dude that just walked in, he's like one of the original guys that ever cut fire agate. And I mean, that's just sort of like, I like being in situations like that, being a fly on the wall. But that's not even what I'm supposed to be talking to you about. I'm completely and totally digressing from the subject. I've had some people contact me when I've done my digging out at the Opal Hill Fire Agate Mine, and one of the specific questions I've gotten is, how much do I sell my fire agate for by the pound? First off, I haven't sold any of my fire agate. I've just given it away inside of the rock box lottos that I've been doing, so that's one thing. Second thing, what I've learned while I've been out here at Tucson is I have not seen one person that sells fire agate by the pound. It's by the piece or by the parcel. And the reason it's by the piece or by the parcel is because most agate that people are buying from the mine owners, they want it to have a section of color in it. And the person buying it wants to know it's going to have a section of color in it. So that section of color that you see in it, and where the mine owner knows that the agate comes from, depends on how high the grade is and how much it's going to cost you per piece. Also the size, right? So I am here at John's booth, and John is one of the Apache Indians that mines the claim at Slaughter Mountain. I can't even believe I brain farted that. So the Slaughter Mountain agate, if you don't know, is some of the most treasured fire agate in the world. I know about it a lot because when I watch the people I like to see on Facebook and YouTube that are carving, 9 times out of 10, they're carving Slaughter Mountain fire agate. So I'm going to turn the camera around because the sun's all in my face, and I'll bet you it's completely glaring you guys out. And I'm going to show you some $10 rough, some $20 rough, some $30 rough, and then some high grade 50 and even up rough. You know, just sort of depends on what the price costs. Let's get to that. All right, back to that $10 bag now that I got it opened. And I am just going to reach in here randomly and sort of look around, and there's automatically a great piece right there for $10. There we go. I gotta get the sun to go in the right direction. And I mean, for 10 bucks, you can see all the bronze right there. Who knows how many more colors are underneath the bronze. The sun is really playing heck with the screen right now though, guys, and you're just gonna have to deal with it because this is the best lighting I can get. I think it's the coloration of it. So that's a $10 piece, and I mean, looking at what I just pulled out of the bag and the amount of bubble in it that I see color, you don't know what colors are underneath of it, but I'd say it's well worth 10 bucks. Of course, you're buying it from the person that mines it directly, and that's always a plus. There's a $20 piece I just randomly grabbed out. This one you can see has more of a high raised bubble section, and you can totally see the red flashing right there, as in the other one you were just seeing bronze. See that red totally showing up? Yep, $20 piece. And notice, that's nowhere near a pound. That's like a couple of grams. Now I'm pulling out just randomly out of the $30 bag. Grabbed a small one. It's probably going to have really good color coming out $30 bag. Bang, look at that color. See, they're selling it to you not necessarily dependent on size, but depending on what they think the quality is going to come out of it and the quality of that hole or that mining claim. And that's not just, you know, John from Slaughter Mountain that does that. That's pretty much every fire agate salesperson that I've seen, from Mexico to anywhere else inside this area. So these are some $50 pieces I have inside the water right here. Bigger size, more nuggety. You can see that almost dragon scale underneath there, huh? That's one $50 piece. And another $50 piece. This is a big hunky $50 piece. Lots of Cal Sydney, but look at the thickness of the agate around it too. Hunky hunky. There, look at that color. Tell you the trick about fire agate too is if you really want to see the color in it, the best way to do it is to get it wet real quick, set it down on a flat surface, and then take a picture with your flash on. Your flash on will show the color in fire agate beautifully, but you can obviously tell this got a great piece of color in it. Now this last piece I'm going to show you is out of his super high-end bag, and these pieces start at $100 and go up. This is the super high-end. If you wanted a 5-gallon bucket of this right here, the price is $80,000 for a 5-gallon bucket. In case any of you guys got 80 grand you want to give me real quick so I can get a 5-gallon bucket of the bomb fire agate. Yeah. No, I know you guys aren't going to do that, but hey. So that's about $100 to a $200 piece depending on what John would want to sell it for. I'm not good at gauging that, and it came out of his bag. So remember, visit room 151 at the Pueblo show. Check out the Fire Agate Art Studio. You will get better agate and more information than going anywhere else in all of Tucson about fire agate. I guarantee it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video half as much as I enjoyed making it. It has been an amazing experience for me out here at the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. I can't even express what an overwhelming experience it is just to see this many amazing things. And I mean, no matter who you are, well, I'm sure there's a couple of people, but none of the people I know could afford half of what they want to buy just from seeing it. It's just insane, especially when I was in the fire agate studio, because I mean that stuff's like, ooh boy, I tell you what. So if you're going to be here before the Gem and Mineral Show is over, go and visit my friends at the Fire Agate Studio and buy something and tell them I said hi. Get a little bit of information on carving and buy a couple of sintered burrs. You can use them if you're a carver, trust me. I love you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, support, and I'll see you in the dirt.